Hi there, my name is Kendrick, and in this video, I'm going to share with you my adventures to my country number 102, and that country is Nicaragua. So my trip to Nicaragua actually was something that I've always wanted to do because it's such a hard country to get to in regards to other Central American countries, which are easier to reach. So for me to get here, I actually had to book using my WestJet dollars to fly from Vancouver to Toronto and Toronto to Liberia, Costa Rica. Once I was in Liberia, Costa Rica, I then booked with a shuttle company called Caribe, and this company charged me about 112 US dollars for a round trip shuttle ride going from Liberia, Costa Rica all the way to San Juan del Sur in Nicaragua. So the shuttle ride wasn't the worst that I've taken before. Actually, when I arrived in the shuttle, there was 4 other people in the shuttle, but they were only going to the airport. So by the time the shuttle driver dropped them off at the airport, I was the only one that actually crossed over at the border. Now, the border procedure was a little bit confusing because you have to pay fees to exit Costa Rica. I forgot the exact amount that I paid. I do believe it's maybe between $7 to $12. I think it's closer to $12 maybe, but I don't remember the exact amount. And the credit card machine was broken, so I had to give US dollars to the shuttle driver, and he handled the payment while I got my passport stamped out of Costa Rica. And then I had to go walk across no man's land to reach the Nicaragua side, in which case I had to line up and pay another fee to enter Nicaragua. And they do give change if you pay US dollars. I don't remember the exact amount, as I mentioned before, for the entry fee. You are not allowed to bring drones to Nicaragua, so they do confiscate it. They have a machine that scans for drones. Luckily, I didn't bring mine. And they don't speak very good English at all in the Nicaragua side, so you'll have to speak some broken Spanish, or if you have an auto translator, you'll have to use that. Once I cross over to the Nicaragua side, another driver from the Caribe shuttle company was already ready to greet me and take me to the shuttle all the way to San Juan del Sur. Again, I was the only passenger on this ride, which made it quite interesting. They're also a little bit tricky because by the time we actually got to San Juan del Sur, the shuttle driver goes up to me and he goes, "Tips are voluntary," aka I want some tips, give me some tips. So I gave him some Costa Rica money, and I don't think he was happy. I think he wanted to get US dollars, but whatever. At least he got something, right? I stayed in a hostel called Hostel Tropical, and this hostel was actually quite good, and it was close to a lot of the places. I mean, granted, this city is quite small. Apparently there's a lot of Canadians here, and it's definitely reflected by the prices there. It was quite expensive. I went to eat seafood at this place that the hostel manager recommended me to go to, and the food was decent, but I wouldn't say it was worth what I paid for, which was, I don't remember the exact amount, but around 30 US dollars. So again, not worth it. For dinner, I had some street food. There was this barbecue place that the hostel recommended for me to check out. So I ate some barbecue there. The beef was too hard in my opinion, so the beef wasn't worth it, but maybe the other meat would be good. The rice and the plantains was quite good though. So I do recommend the rice and the plantains. I also ate some gelato after dinner, and the gelato was again a rip-off price of $3 US. So this city of San Juan del Sur is definitely expensive, and it's not a place that I would recommend for a long-term stay. The next day, I went back to Liberia, Costa Rica. This time around, the shuttle had more people in it that was planning on going back to Liberia so they can fly out of the Liberia, Costa Rica airport. As for me, I had to take another shuttle all the way to San Jose, Costa Rica to fly out of the country. Overall, my trip to Nicaragua was short and sweet. I was just there for 1 night and 2 days, and I don't see the need to go back. I think my short trip was enough for me to take off this country. Anyways, that's about it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.